Hi, I wanted to talk about family. I get asked a lot how my family reacted. First, I want to say that a lot of my extended family I'm not really close to just because of some of the dysfunctions within my own immediate family and us moving around a lot and things like that. So a lot of them I haven't talked to in years. I don't know if they know or not. I'm sure a lot of them do. But I just haven't seen them or talked to them. A lot of them are really religious, so while there are some I think that might be pretty open about it, I'm sure there's plenty that I just definitely believe in very different things from what they believe, and the two are hard to reconcile, and I just don't foresee that a lot of the very religious people on either side of my family would ever have any kind of close relationship with me, even if the opportunity was available. That said, there, like, are some of my cousins and things that are old enough now that I think we could probably be friends now as adults, that are probably open enough to, either agree to disagree on certain things or whatever. So some of them I've been talking to on online and stuff, but by and large I haven't seen most of my extended family in forever. In my immediate family, my sister's been the best. Both when I came out as a lesbian when I was a teenager and when I came out as trans as an adult, she pretty much just freaked out for a second and then had a week or two to process and then was fine, and she's been supportive ever since. That's just her way. She just needs a minute to adjust, and then she's cool. And she's been real close ever since we were teenagers. We argued a lot before then, but I think that's pretty normal for siblings. But she has a son, and he's always called me Uncle Aaron. I transitioned when he was a baby, so he's not going to remember me as anything other than Uncle Aaron, so that's cool. And with my mom's pretty supportive. She's had her own issues with depression and things like that to deal with throughout her life. So having known what it's like to feel some of those kinds of feelings, she's pretty understanding of why I would need to transition, and is pretty supportive of me doing pretty much anything I feel necessary to make my life happier and easier to live for myself. So that was pretty cool. And really, I think the person that I've had the most problems with pretty much throughout my life has been my father, and that's my father and his side of the family mostly, and that's just because his family was always very dysfunctional, and there was a lot of alcoholics. He's an alcoholic. He's a narcotics abuser, and with that, he would have a tendency to go through periods where he would literally be gone for a month. He would just disappear for a month or two off on a drug binge, and then when he would come home and he would be detoxing or whatever, he would be all into the Jesus, and I would get kicked out of the house as a teenager. So with him, we never really got along. It was always either he was gone because he was out drug binging, or he was home and being an asshole to me or kicking me out because I was a sinner or whatever. And as an adult, I mean, we really don't speak very much. We haven't really spoken very much in years. Once in a while, he'll send me a card or call me, and sometimes he'll apologize for having been such a tool, but The bottom line is he still believes the things that he believes, and I'm still going to believe what I believe and do what I think I need to do, and he doesn't agree, and he can't understand, and so we just don't really have a whole lot to say to each other. We don't get along very well. But for me, the biggest support has been from my friends. I have a pretty close network of friends that I've had for most of my life. I think a lot of us in the trans and LGBT community as a whole, pretty much a lot of us find ourselves without family, and we make our own families out of friends and really rely on each other. My friends have really been the ones that have pulled through for me when I needed help with things. That's really who I could count on. So my friends have been very important in my life, and I think that's true for a lot of us. So for me, family isn't necessarily about bloodlines or anything like that. It's about who you can really count on and who really cares about you and loves you, and who you can really talk to and relate to and share your feelings with, because that's really important, to have someone you can just talk to and say anything to, and know that it's going to be okay, and they're not going to totally disown you because you have a thought or a feeling, you know. So families are hard. There's no joke about it. They're rough to deal with, but they're there, and sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not. But if not, you can always make your own. So that's what I have to say about family.